everybody? Long time no talk. It's AP Trucker back. I created a short telling you I was going to make a video, and it's been a minute. I apologize. I hope y'all stay to the end, and don't forget to comment, give me a thumbs up, share, hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. Like I said, sometimes it ain't nothing too much to talk about, but I got something that I gotta discuss. So right now I'm in Ohio, and I'm going home for a few days, see the kids, and I won't be making videos when I'm home. That's home time. So I was in, where was I at? Iowa? I think I was in Iowa. And there's something that Crete does, and it's called trailer move. And it's not too often that Crete gets on my nerves, but that right there is one of the annoying things I can say about, I don't know, I think a lot of companies do it too, but what trailer move is when you go to a place that has a lot of your company's empty trailers, and you take those and you move them to another place that are in need of empty trailers. So I get down to Iowa, and they want me to do 3 trailer moves. They want me to take, now it's a process, because you drop in and you hook in, which is simple, but if you have to do it 3 times, you have to take into account, the travel time from the place where you pick up to the place where you drop off. And if you drivers know, you have a 70-hour clock that you work with every week. So I'm at the end of my 70-hour clock. I have like 5 hours left on my clock, I think. And if I run out of time, that's a violation. And DLT can shut me down if I violate my clock. So I'm trying to get these trailers moved before my clock runs out. So here's where Crete, I'm gonna say it was the load planner that did this, not my asset manager. Okay, the load planner said there's several Crete trucks at this shipper. Can you do 3 trailer moves for me? I said fine. Since it wasn't that many miles in between where I had to pick up and drop off, I figured it was going to be very simple. So I get to this trailer move. I get to the shipper, and they tell me they only got 1 empty trailer. I'm like, okay. So I go to the other address that they tell me to go to, and there's no empty trailers there. I said, okay. So I go back to the place, and then I call them, and I tell them, there's no empty trailers. There's only 1 empty trailer here. Now, by this time, I'm already an hour and a half in trying to find the first empty trailer. So I go back, they tell me to go back in the shipping office and ask them, again, if there's any empty trailers. So I go back in, he tells me again. He said, if you don't take the only one that we have left, you're not gonna be able to leave out of here with an empty trailer, because that's the only one that we have. So I call him back and I tell him, there's only 1 empty trailer here. The load planner tells me, can you please go through their entire yard? Now, mind you, by this time, I got 3 hours left on my 70. They done ate up 2 hours of my time already. They want me to go around the entire place, write down all the trailer numbers, check to see if they're loaded or empty, and send them a message telling them how many trailers, if they're empty, if they're loaded. That right there took my clock all the way down. I'm almost in violation because I'm out here trying to find empty trailers that are not here. So, long story short, sometimes a trailer move can be simple, and other times it could be miscommunication from the shipper to the company, and the company is going by what they think is at the shipper, which isn't. So sometimes the communication gets a little bit screwed up, but that's like all in a day's work. So, you know, there's not many things that this company can bother me with, but that right there, that bothered me. It's only a couple things that can happen, you know, while you're driving or while I'm driving, that frustrates me. So, and that's one of them. I don't like to do the trailer moves, but like I said, most of the time it goes pretty easy. But that time it just wasted, it dwindled my clock all the way down, and I had to basically find like a place to park, because I was at the end of my clock. I didn't, you know, you're supposed to give yourself at least 2 hours to find a place where you can shut down at, and I was almost out of time, and I don't like my clock to be played with like that, because I'm good with time management, and I don't like to be down to the wire like that, because if I get shut down, they're gonna blame me. Like, you knew your clock was running down, blah blah blah, why didn't you just say no? But then they make you feel like you can't say no. So it's like a double-edged like sword. So I did what I was supposed to do. I did do one trailer move, and then I ended up being able to drop that trailer where they wanted me to drop it, and then bobtail over to my next pickup. So it ended okay, but I had to stay at that place because I was running out of time. But thank God, like I said, they had overnight parking, and a lot of places, a lot of companies, for some reason, will not let the truck drivers stay overnight. But this one just so happened, thank the Lord, let me stay. So there was no violation. But make sure that you keep a close eye on your clock. It's your responsibility. Your clock is your responsibility. So this was something that I wanted to tell y'all, because like I said, you have to maintain your hours, and you got to pick your trips and, you know, trip plan, and making sure, you know, the time that you have left coincides with how many miles are in the trip, so you're not going to take anything that's going to violate your clock. But if that did go smoothly, I would not have violated my clock, and I didn't violate my clock. I had like 20 minutes left on it. But don't ever let yourself get to the point where you're 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes away from your clock, you know, running out. Because a violation is a violation, and it doesn't even matter, like, if you get stuck in traffic or whatever the case may be. There are ways to extinguish that problem, and my next video will be about that. this week. Be with the kids, and I'll be back out like right before Thanksgiving, and I'm going to probably dedicate myself to Walmart.
Continue on I-70.
Since the industry is really messed up right now, I'm probably do the winter months in Pauls Valley. So I'm done now. I'll be back next week. Alright, y'all. Be careful out there. That's AP, and I'm out.